Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you the flavor in your ear. We have a lot to talk about today. As we're doing this pod, it's actually free agency. So we're actually getting a lot of things just popping up. Like just right now, we saw the Nikhil Alexander Walker got that 4 year, 62 mil from the Atlanta Hawks. We'll probably talk about that. The Houston Rockets are loading up. But our beginning, we're definitely gonna have to talk about the team that's behind me, the team on his chest. We gotta talk about this team because they made a move that honestly I'm afraid that I'm gonna go for 20 minutes. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna go 20 minutes straight. I won't be able to breathe of how I'm feeling. But that's how I'm feeling currently, and I feel like I've had a lot of time to think about it, but I'm still kind of annoyed. But before I continue, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy Wyatt's doing today?
Every day is above ground is a good one. You already know.
Every day above ground, blessings on blessings on blessings. The one thing that we got to start off with, the thing that wasn't a blessing. The thing that I'm pretty sure I messaged you and I shocked you. I shocked you for that day when I said this is shocking news. Masai Ujiri, the VP, not the GM, the GM, the vice president and co-chairman of the Toronto Raptors, MLSC as a whole, they parted ways. I don't know why people are saying he got fired. At the end of the day, the man didn't get fired. We'll talk about what
You
really
did.
was going down. But that whole thing, Masai's gone. Would you like to start first? Or are you giving me, allow me the space to kind of just
I'm gonna let you lead off because you brought this information to me first, so it's
so
only right.
So, when I first thought it, I was annoyed. I messaged a friend and she's like, good riddance. I'm like, okay. I almost deleted numbers, but it's okay. You
Mm.
can't. But at the end of the day, it's like this. Masai, we talk about this all the time. We talk about the championship win and 90, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, all that. We had Vince Carter. We had Vince Carter years. We were happy. Then we had the Bosch year. We had one good year was 06, 07. Then we had a lot of bad. A lot of bad was happening. Then DeMar came, the young guns, Kyle Lowry came, Masai came to then potentially trade a bunch of guys, but he kept them. They started winning games. They didn't win their first series. They lost to Brooklyn. They lost to Washington. They lost to Washington again. Then they lost to Cleveland multiple years. Got Kawhi, won a title. Then we kind of had some funny years, and then now we are where we are. Well, we got Kawhi and we won a title. When you have the ability to win a title and your GM got you a title, the last thing you should do is say, F that GM, now president, whatever. Sam Presti, if we think about it, has been a GM for quite some time.
Yes.
He had KD, he had Harden, and he had Westbrook. They went to the finals one time. He lost KD. First of all, he traded Harden, lost KD, and eventually had to trade Westbrook after he got Paul George, all that, had to do all that. Had to do a rebuild, do it all over, and then now he won a title. We're all like, we love Sam Presti. We love Sam Presti. He's the smartest. Mind you, he's very smart. He has his draft picks, all that stuff. Masai is easily a top five president, GM, whatever you want to say. Legit top three. Like Danny Ainge is really good, and so is Presti.
Rusty is good too. What about Genie Bus? What about the Bus family? Do you put them there or they just with the Lakers, they got money?
They were just a Laker name. I really give them Laker name instead of them. I give them Laker name. I give I another Spurs organization, their GM has been the GM for a minute. So like he's the guy who found like he found Tony Parker, he found Ginobili. You gotta rate that. The man then he got like of course you're lucky to get Wemby and things like that, but getting those random gems that you got before, you gotta give a man kudos for that. Jose Masai is easily top five because he's the man drafted Pascal Siakam, Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet. He didn't draft him. He got Fred VanVleet. Like there's guys that he got
Fred is undrafted, yes. So he just
a team nobody talks about is Masai. Masai got freaking the Denver Nuggets. He helped the Denver Nuggets get what they got to be able to get the Jokic's, the Murrays. He played a role in that. But we don't. I have to change my name. I'm gonna change my name to Masai's nephew, just because I'm so pissed. But ultimately, Now if I'm thinking logically, and we got to think logically about this,
Got to.
for the past few years hasn't been great.
No.
I say from day one, and I think this was a trickle down effect, trading Norm for Gary Trent just to pay them both, like just they both got paid the same amount, but Gary was younger. But if we talk about it now, who's the better player?
Is that a question?
Exactly. It's not a question that Norm is a better player. Norm was easily going to be most improved player, but the
Yeah,
man got hurt.
yeah, yeah.
Like Gary, he's a free agent. I wonder. I'm curious what his market's going to be. I'm very curious to see what his
I'm
market's going to be.
thinking honestly, I like Gary Trent, but I don't know how much more longer he's gonna be in the league for.
Right. Right. And he's still a young guy, so he still has ability.
Yeah,
Right. So like Masai, since then he kind of made some bad moves. Did he hold on to Pascal, Fred, and OG a little longer than he should have? Yeah, the argument could be made. Yeah, he did. You know, but you had to give them a try. Once Scotty won Rookie of the Year, and they made it. They were like the what third or sixth seed, I forgot. But they made it. They faced Embiid in them, and Embiid and them beat them. You got to give them a try the following year. I get
funny,
that. You have to.
funny.
Now in that off season, you should have traded Pascal and OG because you would have got multiple draft picks for these guys. At the time, you should have, but you held on too long at that time. That's where you held too long because Pascal still had a contract, so it didn't matter. Like, but if you trade him in February, that demeans it because you're like, I'm not trading a guy for 3 months, but I'll trade a guy for a year
Yeah,
because he may fall in love with the team. Now, Fred, you let go for nothing. Fred left for nothing. You should have signed and traded him. There was clearly a division with the team of
yeah.
are we going with the Scotty route or we're going with the Pascal OG Fred route? You
I
can
feel
tell.
like OG Fred didn't necessarily want to be here. I can't say
Yeah.
that want to be here, but
OG didn't want to be here.
OG definitely wanted to be here. Pascal wanted to be here.
Yeah. OG wanted to go. So once you realize OG wants to go,
Let him.
find a team.
Yeah,
And he's a wing player. You know how much people are willing to give for wing players?
and how much picks and
Come
we.
on.
So yeah,
Mikal was given like 3, 4 draft picks for Mikal Bridges. You could have got that for OG. Right? Now I do like I like the fact we got RJ. I like the fact that we got quickly. I still think that was a good trade overall.
yeah, yeah,
I like RJ. I like quickly, but I do think it was an overpay for quickly. I like the fact that they went for Yacht. My whole thing is this. My biggest issue about this whole thing is that this man brought us a title, and the way we departed ways with Masai was as if this guy like gave us nothing.
yeah. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Yeah,
And there's not much to think about when it comes to why did we let go of Masai? No, Ted Rogers, let's say it, Ted Rogers, Jr., I guess, because Ted Rogers Sr. is the Rogers,
the Rogers dead. Yeah,
you
died.
know,
R.I.P. Yeah.
like his son did not fuck with Masai. Didn't fuck with him. Simple.
The Sun is not good with the marketing, man. Like I don't get it. Like this guy brought you an expansion team, only team in Canada that outlasted the Grizzlies, right? A title. And this title wasn't like it was over a decade ago. This title was like 7 years ago. It's not that long ago, 6, 7 years ago. He's six actually,
6 years
years
ago,
ago.
yeah.
It's not that long ago. You know what I mean? So it's like you Rogers wanted him out from
They
early.
just wanted him out.
They didn't want to regardless.
You,
There was
you,
no negotiation I was hearing about. Like zero, like okay. You know what I mean? Zero is just like okay, contract's up, okay.
we're not even gonna sign an extension. We don't mess with you. Immediately, we just don't fuck with you. We just don't fuck with
Even
you.
if it's instead of a big extension, a smaller extension, see how it goes and da da da. Like
See
keep
the rebuild out. Let's see this rebuild. Let's see this team out.
we
But
have
then
an opportunity, and I don't know. I don't like that because he really changed our organization. Like it was like black
he
and white, black
he
and white.
was like he was like the face of our franchise. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
really was.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I know the one thing they're saying MLSC, which is the ownership that owns like all the teams, is let go of all their presidents because they did. They let go of the Leafs president. They let go of a few other presidents that they had. Once again, I understand that. I get that. But like when people do
Those guys
well for
didn't
you,
win this title. When did
thank you. They didn't win the Brandon Shannon did not win. You know what? Like the second, arguably the second best player on the Leafs, Mitch Marner, has now been traded. He's now been traded. He's not on the Leafs anymore, right? So
what
clearly
are we
this team
doing?
didn't make it.
What are we doing? Like, what's MLSE doing?
But I think the fans didn't mess with Marner at one point. Marner stopped messing with the fans. Leaf Nation is a whole other like issue. They it's all issue. Everyone has to take it in. This is a quick Leaf thing. We lost to the Florida Panthers in Game 7
And we're the only team that brought them to Game 7.
because they whooped everyone else's ass. Like legit killed everybody. Made Edmonton look poor. Okay, made the best player in the league in McDavid look poor. That's one of the best top five players in the league.
Connor is
Draisaitl
crazy.
look
He's
poor. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Connor's crazy. Connor's crazy. He's crazy.
One of the fastest guys, one of the biggest guys, strongest guys, and he made him look like kind of mid. You know what I'm saying? And Florida won back to back. So let's just, Leafs did it well. It's one of those like you're
Why we need
facing a
to build
juggernaut.
on that. We need to just build on that. We're
That's
there.
it.
I feel we're there. It's like tweak a
And it goes back to the Raptors. You kept losing to LeBron. You're losing to one of the best players of all time,
yeah. He's LeBron's easily top five all time. Let's keep it about.
right?
He's top five all time.
So what are we saying? So I think overall, I'm just a little bit disappointed that like
So
we had something good and
great, not good. Great.
great. You're right.
Great.
Amazing, like top notch. And I think it's more of a lot of Raptors fans just afraid of what's to come
Yeah,
because we saw what was there before.
especially the not the new Raptor fans. I'm talking about the Raptor fans from the '90s.
The real ones, the real Raptor fans.
We're definitely like, oh shit, like we remember Stoudemire, we remember the Mighty Mouse days. You know what I mean? We remember the Sean Respert days and all that. You know what I
Come on,
mean?
man. It's they don't people don't understand like how
Bargnani, shit, that
we
was
drafted I forgot his name from BYU. Um I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. But that's how and then the guy before after him was Iguodala. Like I remember that draft. I forgot his name, but he was like no, I want to say a
Rafael
follow.
Arujo, one of the Arujo,
Yeah, Arujo.
Rafael
Yeah,
Arujo.
yeah, Arujo. Like, come on.
I don't know what we were thinking. Like he didn't even look like a ball player. Like he didn't
Like,
look like a ball player. Like
come on. Or we drafted a guy from Arizona who was bringing out mans at the time. Come on, man. It's just there's levels to this, and I feel like we are just not like it's hard to draft and it's hard to find players, the scouting, all that stuff. He brought a good team. If it's not Masai alone. He brought a good team that helped him along the way. And now we have to see what like I like Bobby Webster. They say he's really analytical.
yeah.
Who knows if he's too analytical or if he has a happy medium? Who knows? You know, Masai was emotional. He did keep the guys a little longer than he needed to.
They
But
won us a
still,
title. I guess you know what I mean? It's one of those where it's like,
when
it's
you
hard
win
to
us a
let
title,
go.
it's good.
It's loyalty. It's loyalty in a sense, right? You see the contract he gave Lowry, or where he wanted to send Lowry to trade Lowry to, right? So it's like
Yep.
you already know it's a respect thing, right? So
That's what it comes down to. It's just more like how how you treat the band like that. Like he honestly winning a title is hard. Like it's hard.
fucking diff like how much shit.
It's hard, okay? Like it's not overnight. You gotta, and if you win it within the like if you won it in the last 10 years, you should do whatever you want to.
100%.
The last 10 years, you should do whatever like you won the last 10 years. You're good. Bob Myers decided to leave. He decided to leave. He didn't, I feel like he's a candidate, but I think he doesn't want to go back to like offices. I don't think he wants to, but like he who knows who the next, president will be. But you just lost someone who like helped the culture of basketball,
Definitely.
right? I think this one's more than basketball. I think Masai is more than basketball.
Definitely. Like how much thing oh,
It's more than basketball. It's like,
the 905, you know what I mean? All of that.
man,
Steel, like Canada basketball, like it's just Masai was an integral part with the Raptors organization. And it's just I really can't believe these guys are just let him.
like nothing. As if New York, Washington, Charlotte, Like Brooklyn, all the Brooklyn has a good GM right now, but I don't like his drafts, but he's a good GM. Like all these people won't pick up the phone and call this guy. Like anyone would want to call the Masai and be like, "Hey, you about it? Like you want to come back? Like how are you feeling?" There was rumors that this man was gonna leave basketball and work with Obama. Like, are we serious? Yeah, there was mad rumors about that. He's gonna leave to start working with Obama.
It doesn't need to be like this. It doesn't even be like this. Minnesota went to the West Finals twice back to back, didn't make it out. It's definitely hard to get to the finals
It's
anymore.
hard, man. It's hard.
I don't know what these guys in the head office are thinking because they think it's like, yeah, we should put the team around by this time. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's way
Everyone's
hard to make a finals. Like, has New Jersey ever won a title? Has Brooklyn Nets won a title? When was the last time Atlanta Hawks won a title? You know what I mean? Like
years ago.
it's crazy. When was the last time Philly won a title? When Dr. J was on the squad? Like
Washington's GM, I think he now is gone, but it took them like almost 25 plus years for that man to be gone. Like,
25 plus years, and Washington is nowhere near a title.
and that guy should have been
When
gone from
they
a
didn't even win a
time.
title. When was the Wizards in the finals? This is such a hard business to get to the finals to win a ring. And it's like they're treating it as we can find another guy that could take us to the promised land. It won't be that hard or whatever. I don't know why they're thinking like that, but that's the energy I'm
Since
getting.
Masai has been the leader of the Raptors, they have the fifth best record in basketball in that time frame.
And see? And how long has Masai been with the Raptors? It's easily over 10 years.
Yeah, 10 plus years. And he is the best. The Clippers have good record. Guess what? Clippers never won a title.
Okay.
Of course, you have the Warriors.
What about the
Uh, I
Spurs?
I think it's Spurs, Boston, and maybe Houston, but maybe not. Like, but within that time frame is
Look
those
at
teams.
legit dynasties. Like you kind of said Spurs, Boston. You kind of said dynasties.
Like it's unbelievable. Like Ted
Fifth best
Rogers really
record
became messy.
in the last like 12, 13 years. Fifth best record.
It's really
You said that kind of pissed me off even more about this whole
I'm
situation. I'm not gonna lie, like that's kind of
gonna-
no men lie, women lie numbers don't. I don't get it. You look at the numbers teams who go in the finals, best records, like you said, the numbers are there. Whether you
and
like Masai or hate, you don't have to be Masai's best friend. Like Jordan and Pippen were not best friends winning rings. Like guys think if you're on the same team or part of the same organization, you got to be best friends, going out to eat, going out to dinner.
also they're actually it says last team was they're seventh in winning percentage, but the teams are the Boston Celtics, number
Dynasty.
one, won a title within the last 10 years.
Yep.
Warriors won a title last 10 years.
Yep.
Bucks won a title last 10 years.
Yep.
Clippers, nope.
So that's three.
Nuggets, yes.
That's four.
Thunder just won it now. And mind you, they well, like we originally said, had KD, Russ, and Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Then had Russ and Paul George.
Mm-hmm. And Melo. Shout out to Melo.
And Mel, like, come on, they had a squad at that time.
And this is
You
when
know,
PG was playing. The honestly, that was his best season as a basketball player in the league when he was with
it's
OKC.
it's crazy. You know what teams in the top 10, which I'm really trying to understand. Oh, it makes sense. Donovan Mitchell. I'm like the Jazz are top 10.
Oh shit, yeah, 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 shit.
The Jazz are
Out
top.
of the
That.
7 teams, 5 of them won a title in the
Yeah,
last 10 years.
yeah. And out of the last 10, everyone has won a title except the Jazz are 10th, and then the Clippers are fourth. The Cavs are top 10. They won a title last 10 years with LeBron.
Yeah,
He actually no, they're the only team, the other team they won the title last 10 years.
they didn't. Yeah, it was like 2013 last time I think.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
they technically didn't win, but see, this is just a winning organization. That's Heat culture. That's
that's
Heat culture. That's Pat Riley.
they're uncertain now. That's another story. But he's looking uncertain right now. That's another story.
They need to. I don't think Pat wants to blow it up, but it's one of those things that like
Uh,
sometimes
right there in front of your face.
you gotta you gotta start. You
Right
gotta
there.
just do your thing. You gotta do your thing.
Like Terry Rozier's coming off an investigation and got cleared for, so it's like
And
okay,
he lucky he just got cleared for. Which
right?
remind
So,
we gotta talk about Michael Malik Beasley. We gotta talk about that guy too. Just another note. This is a really good like. I like this. Tyus Jones, 1 year, 7 mil to the Orlando Magic.
I like that actually.
That's not bad
That
at
was
all.
kind of. they wanna cook in the East. They're seeing it's open.
It's so open. I can't when we do our talk, I think we're easily gonna say like the Cavs have to go through. Like we're gonna be even harder on the Cavs than we were before.
We have
Because
to be.
this is literally like
We have to be. This
this is
is
a
their time.
yo, this is legit. When I say kid in a candy store, you're going to freaking you're telling the kid, don't worry, just get whatever you want. It's open. It's so open for you.
Cavs have the best roster in the East on paper.
Yeah, like
What is this? Bottom line.
it's really open. Anything you
Hopping off a bus is like,
anything you else you wanted to Tyus Jones is going to a 3-year, 28 million to the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are doing something else too out there.
Yeah, the Grizzlies paid Triple J some crazy bread, like 200, 200, you want 200?
Yeah, let's move on to let's go Triple J. Today,
He's worth 200 to you or what, man? Like 200? And it's
it's
not
what
too flat.
it's what's going, it's the going rate. Defensive player of the year. He's still young. He's a guy that will can help you win the thing is he fouls a lot. So you're hoping he doesn't foul, but honestly, like
He does.
he's
He does.
when the offense was rolling around him in Memphis, they were playing a lot better. I don't want to speak on Ja and say like, hey, maybe that should be the thing, but they were playing a lot better when it was running through
Yeah,
him.
Ja was scoring less points, but it was equating to wins though, because you try to
Yeah,
put him over 20 points and you just dropped 16, 18, but they're winning.
yeah, and like they let their coach go. I think they did too much stuff at at one time. Looked way too much like yeah, no, but I like that for them. I definitely like that for them. But yeah, so you don't like it?
That's the going rate, but I'm not used to this going rate. I'm gonna keep it up with you because this going rate is just too high of a effing going rate. Like Triple J can ball, but 200, there's like six, seven guys in the league that should get 200, and Triple J is not one of those guys. Like a
See,
Giannis, a Joker, like
that's the argument, right? Because I agree with you. Like I think we've the term max contract now has like almost everyone gets a max. If you get make all any of the three All NBA teams, your max contract, like what's his name? J Dub on the OKC can get a contract. He can get a because he made the second or third team All NBA. He made an All Defensive team. He won NBA. The man can get like
a
a
good bag.
contract. So, and if you're OKC, you kind of have to do. That's why it makes sense why OKC always wants to get draft picks because you're eventually you can't pay everybody. You can pay your three guys potentially. You're hoping one of them will take a pay cut, but you can't keep a Dort, a Caruso. Mind you, they made like little small deals. They're keeping the other Jalen Williams on like a 3-year, 20 mil. That's light. That's a light deal you can add on to a trade one time. But I get it, you're right. These max contracts, it should only go to like legit like 8 guys.
Yeah, and I'm seeing two. I'm like, whoa,
It should generally go to guys who are going to change like your franchise.
100%.
Speaking of change your franchise, this is kind of good. We might as well just do this now. I want to talk about this trade, but the Phoenix Suns have signed Devin Booker to a contract extension for 2 year, $150 million. 2 years, $150 for that. That's
Jesus.
an extension. So he's in it. He wants to be here. He
He
wants to
wants
be
to
in
stay in
Phoenix.
Phoenix and get paid and not win a title. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what y'all do.
Okay, Book. He's still 26. Okay, like yeah,
Because we can go in and out of the draft, and they got Malowach from Duke. It's a quality center. He's gonna be hopefully like an energy center. Maybe he can be something. He's one of those guys who just touched a ball later in his life, so he could become something. But then you also got Mark Williams.
yeah.
So and then you got Jalen Green, who I think our assumption is that you're gonna trade him, or do they keep him? What do you think?
I think they're gonna keep him. It doesn't make sense, but they may keep him and have him at the two and have Book at the one.
which they did before, and then I have to say his name too, Bradley Beal.
Brad Bison played. Like, Phoenix know what they're doing
like like
because they're gonna put him at the three, and they're gonna have Malawash at the five, and then they're gonna have who else? Who's the four? Who's the four over
no, I
there?
think their four could be Royce O'Neal
You
still.
still over there? Okay,
Yeah.
so
And then the five will be Mark Williams.
okay, and then Malawash come off the bench.
But because yeah, he's a rookie, so you're lucky he can you got a year of him coming off the bench
I don't
probably.
like that lineup though.
I hate it. I hate it. And you don't have your draft pick. So like and the thing is what you could do, you can't do because you can't trade Bradley Beal. But I think you can, try to I don't know who you can call to try to get a wing, like trade Jalen Green for a wing, but I don't know.
Dealing with
Like you could have called the team that we'll talk about next, the Brooklyn Nets, and then you try to get Cam Johnson back, right? Because then at least you got a wing that can help play defense, and that's
the
like,
three. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then Jalen Green can start off at Brooklyn and be like, "I'm the man,"
yeah. This is my squad because it's not Cam.
right? And let's definitely not Cam top. There's no way. But like, let's see what you can do. That's what I would do. But let's move on. Let's pivot. Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr.
I was so surprised. I'm not gonna lie. What Michael Porter had a disappointing playoffs. You know what I mean? It was like it was disappointing. So it's like I know Cam is gonna come with he's gonna come with ball movement. You know what I mean? He's more of a team player than Michael Porter. I like Porter Jr., but Cam would fit more in with a team like the Nuggets than
Right.
Porter. Porter needs I want to say Porter needs like a guard to penetrate. And Joker gets distributes the ball well, obviously, but I
So
feel
well.
like Porter would work well with more of a point guard getting in, just bing, 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 like a Hallie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Joker will score two and pass and whatever. Like if he was with a Hallie, like Hallie just wants to do that. I think it work out with a point guard like that. So
Um, so Michael Porter Jr. can do the same thing we are just saying and basically say, I'm scoring like 50 points a game because like who else is here? Cam Thomas, and five rookies that won't get playing time. I understand that the whole squad, I don't get them. But like he's also probably a trading chip eventually too. Maybe someone will he's a little costly, but maybe someone will take that deal. But I agree with you. The Cam Johnson on this squad, like Murray, Brown, Cam Johnson, um, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic, that's a pretty good starting five.
it is, it is, it is. Westbrook still there?
He's saying that like he declined his option, so he may go somewhere else. I feel like he should have stayed.
Yeah, he
He
was
should
good
stay.
for that team.
But then now they kind of got his replacement because Bruce Brown is back.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruce Brown is back. That's when you know a man like he missed that team. He loved them.
Yeah, yeah.
He missed them. He probably
Anybody
never
wants to
wanted to
go back
leave.
to Denver, miss the squad still, because I don't know anybody trying to go to Denver.
But in his mind, he's like, man, I just want to yeah, I just want to go back. So I think Denver, we'll talk about Denver a lot. They made some moves, man. They made some moves, made some quiet moves. The Cam Johnson's actually not a quiet move because that's the guy I wish the Pacers went for like before the playoffs started. I wish that they kind of said, hey, like it's hard to say now because you're like, oh, Nemhard and Mathurin, but you're like, yeah, at the time, if Brooklyn said we'll take Mathurin and Jarris Walker from you or for Cam Johnson, I'd be like, here you go.
Matherin, I like Matherin still. That's tough, but I hear you.
Yeah, now to me, the way Mathurin plays. I think the gift and the curse is losing Hallie, but the gift could be let's see what Matherin will do with the touches.
You know what he's gonna do with the touches. He's gonna be aggressive because there's no Holly. It's like
I still want some ball movement. I need some passing from this guy.
yeah.
I don't want just gunner mentality the
As you can
whole.
tell when Hallie's on the floor with him, it's like, okay, I got the ball, I gotta move it, or I gotta be decisive. Without Hallie, it was like, okay, like he would size up his defender. You would see it. So it was like, okay.
Another move that happened, and we'll talk about the Houston Rockets soon. But another thing that happened, I'm kind of shocked. Brooke Lopez got a 2 year, I think it's 18 million to sign with the Clippers.
What? Brook Lopez left in. What's going on in Milwaukee? Giannis, are you leaving? Like, what's going on?
There
Even
keeps
Brook
being
Lopez is.
reports. There's multiple reports that he's the Knicks are like, hey, they're calling him. I just don't know. They lose Brook. I think Portis signed an extension. I think Bob Portis signed an
Amen.
extension. You
Amen.
you you gotta now sign Gary Trent to something. You have
Yeah,
to.
you can't let Gary walk, or
He's like your arguably like some could say Kuzma, but just let me throw up first. But like he's arguably your best, like your second best scorer. Like if you have
that's.
to go on the list,
I'm gonna not gonna lie, that's sad.
it's sad. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's that's not getting you even out the first round.
yeah. It's really bad.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep it a buck because it's like it's who's there? AJ Green.
yeah. Like it's yeah. The whole Giannis thing, like something has to happen for this guy because poor
Yeah,
guy has nobody.
he has nobody, and he's gonna be frustrated in the East that's open. And if they finish, because they're looking like they could finish 500 or a little bit under type.
Yeah, I agree. Like Giannis is so good that like he can get you some wins, right?
Definitely get some, but like you have fucking Kuzma as your second fit. No, I can't even say second fiddle. There's no Brook Lopez, so there's another. There's who's the five, and is the five you're gonna get gonna have provide spacing that Brook Lopez was providing? Because you remember you have Giannis is not a perimeter player,
Yeah, I don't know who their five is.
and so if you have a five that's not perimeter five like Brook Lopez, it's gonna be so the spacing's gonna be fucked up. So it's
Yeah,
just like
I
okay,
generally don't even know who their five is.
I'm trying to think.
That's actually crazy. Like, I don't know who their five is at all. Um, that is crazy that you said that. I don't know who their five is. That's crazy. Um, but now for the Clippers, you have Zubac, and then you're off the bench. You're gonna have like if you tell me 12, 15 minutes of Brook Lopez, I'm okay. As long as it's not past 15 minutes of Brook Lopez, I'll be cheesing if
Yeah,
I see
that's
that.
Zubac had a breakout season last year, best season of his career. You don't need to ruin that.
You
You don't need
don't
to
need
stop
to
that.
ruin that. Oh God, you don't need to ruin that.
Just stop that. Like I mean Zubac and Norm, don't ruin what's going on there. Please don't. Let them
Yeah.
keep cooking.
And they also they signed Harden to a 2 year deal, I believe.
I think it was 88 or something. Was it 88 million?
Yeah,
Something.
yeah, that seems about right.
You getting
So
44 million a year still? True.
I know clearly they believe something in him. So but yeah, so the Clippers are still going to be a good squad. Of course, you're always going to rely on the same guy in Kawhi. Sometimes I feel like you just shouldn't. But the teams, I think they did get better because I think Brook Lopez is a good 10 to 12 minute backup center, right? He's not going to start. He comes off the bench, lets Zubac sit down. The only things that you go such an opposite, you have a guy who can get 20 rebounds a game and a guy who can get like four.
Can get four and he'll shoot more threes than get rebounds.
So, but then James Harden, triple double watch. We can see those, I guess, for the parlays.
No, Brook will provide. The thing is, it's like how Indiana is
Hmm.
with Halliburton, and then you have TJ McConnell. Like Halliburton comes on, plays with a certain pace, right? Then
That's
TJ
true.
comes on and he's more attacked. So it's like that's gonna cause havoc for teams because they're gonna have to switch up their defense. Like when Brook Lopez comes on, because I'm like, oh shoot, instead of man banging the side, we gotta their bigs are gonna be out there guarding the perimeter. It's gonna be hard to get rebounds and box out. Like Chet guarding like Miles Turner guarding Chet.
Yeah. Mhm. Other deals that so the Detroit Pistons got Karis LeVert, which I like that one.
Oh, Pistons got Chris LeVert?
Yeah, they got Karis LeVert.
Going to Houston. I read that wrong.
Yeah, they got Karis LeVert. I think that'd be good for them, man. A nice guy coming off the bench because you had to make that deal. Because we'll pivot right to what's happening to Malik Beasley,
Yo, Malik B, I'm
who
like, what's going on? Like, you guys, you're fucking up, and you guys are looking like the third or fourth seed in the East, and you're
and
fucking
you're not getting signed because no one's gonna want to touch you unless you clear these rumors.
bro. And you got to clear these rooms. You were shooting like close to 40% on 9 attempts from three.
You
You're
have to clear
veteran.
these
They
rumors.
like these guys need you. Ivy's coming back late next season too, so they need you. Hardaway Jr. is this.
Yeah. And who's the king of that? Who's the king of this and that?
Holy D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, we'll talk about him. That's true. You're right. You're right. There's someone else though. Who's the master? Like he's the professor of this and that on that squad.
Don't do this. Oh man, Mr. T Harris. T
He's, he's,
Harris.
he's the
Holy
captain. He's
shit.
the legend of this. He's the legend. So, but he played
Oh,
well in Detroit. Cade is always gonna. Cade is I love Cade. You love
Kate is
Cade,
big time. Kate is big time. That's his period. Kate's big time. He's big
right?
time. He's
So
big time.
and Detroit, I love Jalen Duren. I think that he's like a most improved player candidate. If
Yeah,
he had a more offensive like touch, like if he had a post move, like honestly, if he was just as good as like a honestly a JJJ, I think Detroit would be sky's the limit.
if he's as good as JJJ, these guys definitely could beat the Knicks.
That's why, like, I wouldn't say a DeRozan, but I would say like Zach LaVine. But like you said, Ivy's coming. So
Ivy's coming. Ivy's coming.
so who knows if Ivy can get to doesn't have to be to Cade's level, of course not, but like be a comparable like second option for the squad. This I like Detroit, man. I really do like Detroit.
Definitely could be comparable. You can tell that he wants to get better. He's attacking a bucket. You know what I mean? Finding his teammates. Detroit, they can cook. They can cook. They can cook. They can definitely cook.
A team that I'm a little bit worried about, the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they're this season's a write off. It's a write off.
It has to be. You lost Cornette.
Oh shit! You lost Cornette. You lost KP. So you have Al Horford as your five, and then who else?
That's
Is
it.
Grant Williams there? Williams is
Oh
not there.
no, they do. They have my boy. What's his name? And I like him too. Technically, I think that guy is gonna be their starting center.
Can't be. He's too undersized. If I'm thinking, what's his name?
Boston Celtics centers.
What's his name? I think he was from the Grizzlies.
Yeah, from the Grizzlies. I forgot his name. Why?
Wow.
His name is mistaken me. I'm looking at Xavier Tillman.
Tillman.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. He's six
Tillman
seven.
Jr. Yeah. He's
Six
he's
seven. But he's big.
he's big, but like shoot the length.
Yeah. So, or you're gonna start Keita, he's legit 7 foot. He can kind of do his thing. So I just don't know about this squad, man. I
Kada,
don't
because
know.
Horford is 39-40.
They just signed Luca Garza like 2 hours ago, to like a
I
two
like
year,
Luca.
five mil.
I like Luca Garza. He's got game. He's got
He's,
game.
it's unfortunate the way we see in this league. Like this guy was a college like best player in the league, and it sucks that like he couldn't translate or people just said, nah, he's not gonna translate to the league. But like I feel like they could have given him more
They
opportunity.
didn't give him opportunity. I want him to get opportunity because he's honestly he reminds me fundamentally of what's that fourth guy on Duke? Kamal. What's his name again? On Duke.
Malawach or
Kamal.
or Knipple.
Knipple. He reminds me of Knipple, the fundamental, like just that
Mhm.
pivot, straight pass, good form on the shot, up fake, step in, just really simple guys that can score very simply like that, effortlessly. It reminds me of like Larry Bird.
Oh, I see.
It's
Yeah.
simple stuff like I'm not athletic, I'm not fast, just let me get to my spot, up fake, step in, bing, up and under. Guys like that, they have high IQ. I like Luca Garza's IQ, but there he needs to get time. He needs to
He's
get
a good
time.
time. But if you're paying him now, you're paying him a 2 year, like $5 million contract, but I think it's like maybe 2.5. You're not paying, not saying you gotta pay, you're paying him, you're playing him. You didn't
Yeah,
sit down with his agent and go like, we're not gonna give you minutes. You're gonna give the guy minutes. Al Horford, everyone knows Al Horford needs breaks. Like he can't play all year.
come on.
He's getting too old. The man can't play all year. He definitely can't play all year. He's just not there. He's
Guys
definitely not
got rid
there.
of Drew Holiday.
He played 60 games last season. Like, yeah, he's not there. You're gonna need Kata's 25, Tillman's 26. So
What's the
I think the
name?
way you play the offense is gonna be different. But we keep saying, and you said it last time, you can say it again. Just make sure Jason Tatum is not coming back to nothing.
Thank you.
Because
Thank
like he's not gonna want to come back here then.
No.
He's gonna ask for. He's not the type to ask for a trade, but like, he's not gonna be happy.
He's gonna act light skin, and you're gonna tell him he wants to trade. You guys got rid of Drew Holiday. Did you guys even go to Tatum and be like, hey, we're thinking of like, did anyone come to Tatum and like, hey, you know what I mean? Because you're the captain. What like, I
See,
don't know what that
as we're
do.
saying this, Yahoo Sports they tweeted out like the starting unit of. So I'll tell you last year's Celtics starting unit: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. Their next season starting unit is Anthony Simons, Derek White, Jalen Brown, George Niang, and Xavier Tillman. Who's to say that will actually be a starting unit? But if you talk about some of their best guys, that's probably them. You know, you're asking a lot of Jalen Brown, Derek White, and Anthony Simons. A ton.
Yeah, yeah. From those three, and it's the guards.
And defensively, this team's not gonna be that great defensively anymore
Not even, not even.
because Anthony Simons can't guard anybody.
He's a
Uh,
pylon. He's a pylon.
like Derek White, you're basically begging the man to guard everybody.
Derek White is gonna be tired as shit. That's what I'm seeing.
The only thing,
Tillman's aggressive. Like Niang defensively, I'm gonna say he's fair. He's average. Tillman can't stretch the floor. He's not able to shoot threes, right? So that's Celtics. You know Celtics, they shoot 53s a game. So their play style is going to change, right, a little bit because Horford was shooting threes, KP was shooting threes, Portnoy was shooting threes,
and that's the way the Mozilla likes. He likes let's shoot as much threes as possible.
right? And Tillman is going to, Simons, he'll shoot threes, but he's
Okay.
not like a great shooter. Like Holiday,
He's not. He's not.
and Simons kind of inconsistent. I like Simons though, but he's a little inconsistent at times, right? Let's keep it a buck. So I
I
don't
think
know. The Celtics, I feel like they're going to be finishing.
right. Like you know what I'm saying? The way they're playing, especially because we've seen the way this league goes. They're gonna be like, we're gonna compete, we're gonna compete. All of a sudden, Jalen Brown, back spasm.
Yep, yep, yep,
Sudden
yep.
Anthony Simons traded. Like,
That'd be crazy.
and then the worst thing that will happen, which will just cheese us, Boston Celtics drafting fifth next year.
Yo, that would hurt still, because then Tatum's coming back to something.
He's coming back to
Back to something.
he's coming back to I think his name is Peterson, who may go number one. AJ
I
DeBansta.
was gonna say AJ next. That guy's a dog.
You know what I'm saying? Always
Dog.
going to or Boozer, the one of the Boozer, maybe an Arenas. There's some
Elijah,
guys.
Elijah looks pretty smooth. Elijah looks
There's
he
a
looks
lot
like
of
a
guys
three
next
level
year.
scorer. He looks like a three-level scorer, and he's got 6'6", 7 height.
Because Philly got blessed, which just pisses me off
I think
completely.
got DJ Wagner. I think got DJ Wagner too coming soon.
There's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot. A team that honestly, like it's your team. I'm gonna call them your team because I think they're your like second team. Pretty much won the free agency, I think, this year. Houston Rockets. You got KD for Jalen Green, who you said it from day one. Hey, Jalen, they don't fuck with you. They don't. They're waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting to trade you. They signed you to that deal so they can say bye bye. They did it. That's what they did. They showed you they showed you their colors. They traded him for KD. No matter what, KD 37 doesn't matter.
It don't
Still,
matter.
still KD.
It's at the end of the day, I don't fuck with it, but it's still KD. Still
Because
KD.
you don't need KD to step up. Only hey KD, it's tie game, fourth quarter, 5 minutes to go. Here's the ball. Take us home.
You really want Sangoon to develop and Amen Thompson develop.
Right? You just need KD to show up last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah. He's already a threat. Like shit, we gotta stay home on KD. We gotta stay home on
That's
KD.
it, right?
That's a threat.
It's a mental. We can't leave this guy alone. We
Let
can't.
the
Now
other
you like
guys develop. Yeah.
Green wasn't a threat to nobody.
That's
Unfortunately, Matt
getting
wasn't a threat.
6 and 7 points in the playoffs. Like, what are you doing? What are
And
you
you're not KD would
doing?
never do that.
Hell no. Come on.
KD would never do that. So you got KD. You re-signed Fred to a $25 million a year.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great. Like, it's fair to me.
It's
Like,
fair. It's
yeah,
fair.
it's
Fred
fair.
is
It's fair.
he's a fair point guard.
And guys in the comments, Twitter were like, "Yo, really you overpaid him." Like, do you guys see the
Yeah, he's
contracts?
overpaid
Other
still.
contracts?
He technically took a pay cut if I think about it.
It's like 25 million a year for a guy that won a ring that's been an all-star is not shit is
See, I just said Houston had the best, but you know who's competing? Atlanta Hawks. They are competing. They signed Luke Kennard to a 1 year deal, $11 million. That is a good deal.
that's a very good deal. That's a
That's a
very good
good
deal.
deal.
Luke Kennard can that's a great backup.
A great backup, right? Shoots the three and like can't play defense, but like I like the Atlanta Hawks. Like they're gonna be the team that I think me and you say like watch out for them. But
Hawks like this year, past season, they surprised a lot of us still.
right. So
Not every Luke Kennard shoot. I wish it was like a Steve Blake, you know,
right,
just to
right.
be getting physical
Uh
defense.
a deal that I didn't like beginning until I really took in the numbers. Houston again got Katie, got Fred, got Dorian Finney-Smith, 4 year, 53 mil. What, 12 million? That's like 11, $12 million a year.
Dorian Finney-Smith, the
Not,
utility guy, is pretty legit.
that's not bad. That's not that's
Legit.
it's not bad at all. And then you got Clint Capella.
It's not bad.
That's a good backup center. If you ever want to put Sengun at the four, you have a guy you can put at the five.
Clint's back in H-Town. Oh man, get his juices. Oh,
Defensively, you're helping Sengun a lot. He
and,
doesn't have to do too much.
and Sengun is undersized at the five. Let's keep it a buck,
He's
right?
very undersized, right? And I did they not re-sign Steven Adams as well? I think they did.
Did they? Is Houston gonna be now? Is Houston gonna be the favorite to come out the West? Because this is gonna like I like Houston, but you already know how I feel about KD. So it's good, but it's bittersweet. It's like but it is what it is. This is business. This is business.
Because
It's
as
a
a team, they're so like
That's a
Houston is
squad, and defensively they're still there. Like my favorite player on that squad by far is not KD. It's
yeah.
Amen Thompson, 100%. Like you're telling me I'm picking between a Houston KD jersey and Amen Thompson. I'm going Amen, 100%. Let's stop this.
And then I believe Amen Thompson, no, not Amen, Tari Eason got like an extension. Um, what's his good? Yeah, Steve Adams, he signed a little small deal. I remember that. Yeah, $39 million deal, like, contract extension. So you have all these bigs.
Little deal, 39 million is a little deal. Shit.
No, no, you're right, but it's a good deal for Adams. Like you can start Adams at the five, but I don't think you, unless you really wanna, you can't start Adam at the five because you got to start. You
Can't
just
do
paid,
it in KD. Like
and
the
you
pay
just paid
grade,
Jabari
the pay
Smith.
grade. Bro, I'm like, they're paying him that much to come off the bench?
Yeah, Jabari Smith got a contract.
Like they're paying him that much because I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he has
I
to be
don't.
starting.
Did he really? Okay, who stood out in the Houston playoffs? Because it wasn't. I'm not hating on Jabari Smith, but he wasn't like, oh shit, Jabari Smith was killing it this
Yeah,
series,
he wasn't. No, no, you're right. But at the end of the day, it's the losing of it's losing Jalen Green.
bro. If when Amen is off the rookie deal, he better be seeing a bag.
Oh, he's seeing it back. See,
He
you know what?
better, because he
Jabari's is
deserves it.
24.4. So it's
That's
not
almost the same.
crazy.
That's almost the same price as Fred. And
It
guys
is.
are hating on Fred. It's crazy. Fred did more in the league than Jabari Smith did so far to date.
I agree. I agree. And Jabari, because you're once again, you're paying Jabari Smith to be your starting four, and he better develop that 3-point shot, but has to be much better. Everything has to be better with Jabari Smith Jr. It has to be better. Katie is really going to a team that like you're just kind of, and they're keeping their vets. They're keeping the Aaron Holiday. They're keeping Jeff Green, Uncle Jeff. They have Fred. They have KD. You know what? This team, they have
Adams.
the vets. They have the youngs.
And
You have
Adams, when
your
Adams in the
corner.
locker room, he's not letting shit slide. He's a bully when he needs to
He
be.
is. He is. He is. Oh, this team is.
They're balanced. I can't lie, they're balanced, and we gotta also say one of my favorite coaches in the league right now too, right? Udoka. Shout out to Udoka. I can't lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. He's only gonna make that team better, man. They're honestly, even though I love what Denver did, but I will say like Denver and Houston will compete against OKC.
yeah, yeah.
They're gonna take either teams to like yeah they're gonna compete, man. It's Great job by both teams.
That Denver series was, other than the finals, was the second best series in the playoffs.
It was.
Denver and OKC series, right?
They
So
competed.
I
They
feel like there
competed.
could be a little rivalry there. Houston, though, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't fuck with KD like that, how he moves, but game wise, in game, Houston's looking very, very scary. Like very scary with KD. Very
Yeah.
scary.
A guy that I know you like, Jonathan Kaminga.
That's fine.
So they decline, like they're not giving him a big contract.
Of
So now
course.
he's a restricted free agent. So they're gonna see whoever has money may go for Kaminga, but I don't know who's gonna go for him. He may, I think his best bet is to try to sign a 1 year contract to stay with the Warriors and then become a free agent next year.
And ball out. Just ball out.
Just do your thing.
I like Kaminga still, but I'm trying to think which team would really want a player like that because you're talking about he's a wing. Which team did you just say that needs a wing? Was it Phoenix?
Phoenix needs a wing, but you can't trade unless Brad Beal's okay with going to G State. But from all reports, they say that Bradley Beal and his wife love, like they don't want to move. They like it. They want to stay in Phoenix.
Bro, you guys are Beal. You made like over 300 million.
Yeah, you're good. Move. And you're
Yeah,
going to G State. That's why I'm like, maybe you
it's
can do
not
it.
that far of a move.
You're going to G State. Now there is a rumor, Kaminga for Wiggins. That's a rumor. Now, if you're Golden State, do you say yes? If you're the Heat, do you say yes? Like who's saying yes? Who's saying no? Are they both saying yes?
Wiggins back on the Warriors.
Wiggins back on the Warriors,
Kaminga, like I mean, Wiggins would be happier, right?
right?
Kaminga, I feel like Kaminga would definitely be happier in Miami because, but
Totally
there's more of
happy.
a leash on in Miami.
Way more. And Kaminga wants to be, mind you, Miami needs because Tyler Hero is not the number one guy.
He's not.
He
He's not.
wants to be. That's just not his. He's just not it.
He's,
That's
he's
not.
a good Robin. Like
He's a good Rob, and so is Bam. They're both really good Bs. They're
yeah,
not an A. Kaminga has the talent of an A, but I don't think he
exactly.
has.
Just go to Brooklyn. You just go to Brooklyn.
He probably should just do a 3 team trade. He goes to Brooklyn. Maybe Wiggins goes back because Wiggins going back. Now your wing depth is really good with Butler and Wiggins. Still got Steph, still got Draymond.
But here's the thing: is Butler and Wiggins are they going to get along? How is the
That's
chemistry
the
gonna be in the
that's
locker room?
another thing. That's another thing, right? But I think Jimmy's older now.
He's older, but and Wiggins is older, and Wiggins proved himself. Like Wiggins has a ring, Butler doesn't, and Wiggins was a defender.
And Wiggins did his thing in that for that finals.
He did, so it was like Butler should be putting respect on his name. So
Right. So, and like, Jimmy, one thing when Jimmy came, he said, it's Steph's team. I'm just here to be his co-star. Like, I'm here just to help.
understood the
Um,
assignment.
I am shocked that what's his face? Kevon Looney, he decided to leave the Warriors.
Yeah,
He's going to the Pelicans for a 2 year, 60 million. Another team that once again doesn't make sense.
I don't Pelicans. I have no idea.
Me and you I think we both feel the same way. Once again, I'm never going to be like, yeah, I get it. His talent is top 10. I get it. But you'll never hear me go like, man, Zion, build around him ever. I will never say that. Even though history shows, which is so unfortunate, not unfortunate, but history shows that this year, Zion's gonna have a good year. Because every other year, Zion has
Every
been
other
good.
Zion,
It's weird. So he's
Zion
probably gonna have
has
a good
been in the
year.
league. I want to say 7 seasons. Is it 6 seasons now?
It has to be seven now. Yeah, he has to go into his seventh season.
And it's like you haven't really made a leap. You haven't really got better. It's like you're the same sort of player since you were a rookie. The same sort of numbers, same sort of averages. Like you're
You're
not even able to stay healthier. So it's like it's
you're still flashy and all those things, but other than that, like it really does nothing.
how many years are we going to talk about your potential, and then when you get to
That's what I'm
30 in the
saying.
NBA, we going to talk about your potential at 30 in the NBA now? You know what I mean? So
And like I think they're trying to build around you. They keep putting guys around you to make the team better, but that team makes no sense. It's gonna be a fun team, I guess.
it will be. It will
They're
be.
gonna compete. They'll be in games. They'll definitely be in games. But when the fourth quarter hits and they'll start messing up, Poole's gonna start dribbling the ball off his foot or something. Zion's gonna be big and burly,
They don't have
and
winners. They don't have winners on the squad.
they don't have winners. That's what it comes down to. They don't have winners. I agree with you. They don't have winners. So, a guy you kind of mentioned was D'Angelo Russell. He's gonna be, I think in the beginning, he's gonna be a starter, and then he will come off the bench,
He's
which is
just
not
getting
bad.
around. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like that's his role.
I think his role is he's a sixth man. Like D'Angelo Russell, like I want to, because I would want to give him the confidence to be like, believe in your shot, because I believe in your shot,
I do too.
right? Just go, do your thing, come off the bench and just lights out. That's what I would want from him. But I think with them, it's good. Um, I think it's good. I'm trying to see. I think right now it's quiet down a little bit. No more random. Kevin Porter Jr. is re-signing
The
with,
Bucks.
yeah.
I guess he wants to go. He Bucks needs some scoring.
They need some.
They need some.
They need some. Somebody gotta help Giannis out. They definitely need some.
Damn, I'm definitely gonna tune into some Bucks games this year because I need to see what the hell is going on in those games. Like, I need to know what's going on because
Giannis MVP.
if if
MVP.
if Bucks win 48 games plus,
Give it to him.
please
Give it
give.
to him.
I don't care if they even finish like fourth in the East or third. Like, give him
Give
the
it to him.
MVP.
That team has respectfully no reason to
Not
be
close to 50.
anyone. Like, so this is such an early thought process. Like, okay, Cavs, New York, Orlando, Detroit, um, Atlanta. Those are probably the five
For
best
fun.
teams.
Yeah.
And you still got, who's to say what's gonna happen with Toronto,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Pacers, Boston.
Pacers are gonna fight. Pacers are gonna fight. Boston
They're gonna
is.
fight,
They're
right?
gonna be. Boston will be respectable. They'll
Right.
be. They should be respectable. Pacers are gonna fight. Raptors are gonna fight. Raptors should be respectable. I hope.
They should, because once again, the East is so wide open, and talent-wise, the Raptors have a lot of talent.
Yes.
You have a lot
Definitely.
of scoring. You have I think like you have a young bench, like a very young bench, a good pesty defender in Jamal Sheed. You have Grady Dick third year. You have Jacoby second year. You have the rookie that's coming, Murray Boyles. Like you
And
have
he's
some
a
good
lefty
guys.
too. And he's a lefty. So you know how he
Have you
feels
seen his
about.
tape? Let's talk about him. Have you seen his tape?
I seen the tape still. I
He's
wasn't mad at it. He plays a very steady game under control. Doesn't take a lot of wild. Well, in the tape didn't take a lot of wild shots.
Yeah,
So he can hit the three.
he's a
Make
good
a mistake.
defender.
Good defender. Yeah. So I like him overall. I
His worst thing is that he doesn't hit the three. He's not gonna hit the three at a 40% rate right now.
that's okay. Because
But
you're a
that's why he's in
rookie.
the league. That's why he's in the league. That's why he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn how to shoot the three at a higher
The
clip.
line is further back in the NBA too, so it's adjustment, right?
Just
So it's
adjustment.
adjustment.
So like he's also like what, 21, 22. He's gonna grow into his role. People act like guys have to be perfect right now.
Come on,
He'll
that's
grow.
so. Come on,
Pascal had like nothing, okay? Pascal had nothing when he started.
zero.
All he had was the ability to catch the ball off a rebound and just like lob him. You know what I'm saying? That's all he had. I didn't have anything else. So some guys like
Same
are,
with Giannis when he came in the league. Giannis had
just
nothing.
right. And like everyone's like, oh, the Raptors need a big man. They kind of do, but like in this league, if you have a 6'11", 7 foot starting center, your backup can be the 6'9" but 250 guy.
Yeah, yeah. As long as he got size,
As long
yeah.
as he has size, he can rebound the ball. You're okay. Jonathan Mugbo can rebound the ball. He's 6'9". He's like 7'3", 7'4" wingspan. Like you're
That's
good,
honestly crazy.
right? Who was OKC's backup big? Who was it backup big?
Other than Chet Harkenstein, who was it? Who were they running with? They were running with. Who were they running with
Yeah,
again?
they were running
It was
small,
still. Yeah, it was like
right?
Chet the five and just everything, man.
They stagger their
J-Ball,
minutes. They let Chet go sit down. Then they would just kind of let them replace each other. And then now Indiana had like their backup, but at one point they kind of stopped playing Bradley and Thomas Bryant. Like if
yeah,
you
they
don't, you don't really need a backup big like that. You know what I'm saying? Like not consistently, unless you're facing the Knicks. The Knicks have a backup big,
uh,
right? Cat and Mitchell, like Mitchell would be there, or Mitchell Robinson, I should say, would be their backup big. Um, yeah, yeah. Also, we talk about Luke Cornett. Him being a backup for Wemby is pretty good.
Spurs are they look good going into next season. They look good.
Like, I'm very curious to see what will come of them because they're almost too deep in the guard position,
Hmm.
like way too deep. I would, this may sound crazy stupid, and you got to call them, you got to talk to Fox wants to stay in the Texas area. He wants to stay. I think his wife is from the area.
Yeah,
That's why. But I'm calling Milwaukee and I'm saying, hey, for De'Aaron Fox, I'll take Damian Lillard's bad contract for 2 years. Because by the time Damian's contract is gone, I have to pay Wemby, I have to pay Castle, I have to pay, I bet you have to pay,
thinking of it.
you know what I'm saying? So I'll take Dame's bad contract for the time being. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like a Darian Fox with a Giannis could be a good. Then Giannis will feel better. Like I'm helping you. If I'm calling Milwaukee,
That
I'm
would,
helping you.
but like shit, Fox moving after less than a year, and you expect to play with
It won't
Wemby.
look good.
You know what I mean? It could maybe rub the locker room the wrong way. I don't know. There could be some loss of trust with the organization and players that could trickle down to the gameplay. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that idea as from a business mindset though,
Right.
because that expiring contract, you're gonna need to pay these younger guys that you know is gonna be, you know what I mean, getting better. Like Castle is a guy. Let's keep it about Castle's a guy. We do not expect Castle to be what he's doing right now, right?
Absolutely
Wemby, sky's the limit. He's still getting better, and he's already nice. Like he's
right.
already nice. And you want to
So,
keep the Wemby asset like that. You want to keep. But who's the coach for the Spurs since Pop is up?
his last name is Johnson. He was working under Pop for a while.
Okay, so it's gonna be the one that's
Yes.
the same
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
so same kind of feel and everything. So like you should be a good squad as long as Wemby is healthy. Once again, sky's the limit. The man's gonna win. Man won Defensive Player of the Year. We're all about to give him the award in freaking December, but he got hurt, so we're like, oh no.
bullshit. I don't like that
So
bullshit. Yeah.
I do think they have like a surplus of guys like in the same position because I like Dylan Harper,
Hmm.
but I know I like Castle and I like Fox. I think they all kind of do the same thing
Yeah. But Fox is the best at it right now.
right now, right
That's fair.
now. But everyone believes in Harper for the future,
Oh,
and
come on.
and that so San Antonio is a team to watch out for. So are teams like the Mavericks, who kept Kyrie,
Kyrie still
signed
got
Daniel Gafford,
Gafford. Yep. Yep. Got Coop. Officially got Coop.
got Coop, man. They got
Yeah,
Coop
I'm,
today.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm keen on Dallas. I want to see that. I want to see that great white hype play.
I truly think a lot of the teams in the West are interesting. One of the teams that's not interesting, and maybe we'll talk about it in our pod in the next coming weeks, because ball this is the highlight. We got to talk about other things future wise, but like the Sacramento Kings
Oh,
need to honestly. I hope they have their draft pick next year, but like
they made no move, right? I swear every other team kind of did something.
they need to trade Sabonis, they need to trade Levine, and they need to trade DeMar. Got to do more with that.
So you
You
saying
may not
rebuild,
get a lot for them, but you got to trade them.
blow it up,
You got to blow.
something up.
You have to.
Yeah.
Start fresh, start young. Sabonis, I still know who needs Sabonis. I don't know who needs him.
Hey, Brooklyn Nets needs a lot of guys. I would start with Brooklyn.
Brooklyn may they may a team once again. I'm gonna who could go like big fish hunting for him. Boston, because imagine Jason Tatum now coming back to Jalen Brown and Sabonis.
He ain't mad.
He won't be
He ain't mad.
defensively. You may be a little annoyed, right? But maybe you got to trade like Derek White or the
No, no trading Derek White.
then you
No.
can't get Sabonis because Sabonis' contract is too big.
You to me,
Or trade Anthony
you
Simons.
have to keep you keep DW. You keep
Yeah,
DW. I don't want like I hear what you're saying, but you need to keep DW for the chemistry, the defense, and that man is a knockdown 3-point shooter. You
it's
need to keep
true. You just some teams they gotta make a move. Like if you really
prices.
believe you're close, you gotta think of something.
You guys already let go of Holiday, Drew Holiday. I'm not letting. I don't. If I'm the Suns, I'm not trying to let go of another
Defensive
elite
player.
defender. Yeah,
Even like
or a Sabonis. Like, and Sabonis can ball, but can we do something else?
I was thinking I just had the team in my mind. Maybe a Charlotte. Like maybe
What's
you
going on
gotta
over
go
in
all
Charlotte?
in.
Yeah, what's going on over in Charlotte?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you try to get us a bonus. Now defensively, you're trash
They're
with
already not
with
great.
ball, and you're not good. But now offensively, you got some guys who can score the basket.
Speaking of ball, where's Lonzo again?
The Cavs, ooh, Cavs did. They lost Ty Jerome though, but you got
Where's he?
Lonzo.
Where's he though? Where's
Ty Jerome, Grizzlies.
oh shit? Where's he at?
Yeah, remember I
They
said earlier. I
lost
said
Bane. They lost Bane. They got Ty. I mean, Ty can ball. Ty can
I can
ball.
ball. You
Ty
can
can
ball.
ball.
It's just
I mean,
like
if Cavs had Ty and then they had Lonzo, I'm like, this is like that's. If you guys don't come out the East, I'm GM. I'm blowing up the squad. There's no need.
yeah, no. You know what? Even with this trade of Michael Porter Jr., if you're Milwaukee, see if there's a way to get him. Like, Mike,
Yes, you need. Yes, you need help.
you
You
just
need
need
help.
help. You need to
You
you
need
need
help
Giannis some help. Which
because your asset is Giannis, and the more he gets pissed off with guys not being put in position to
yeah,
help the Milwaukee win, the closer he is to.
yeah, legit. He's gonna cut. You gotta help him out. You have to help him out.
And if Giannis
Um,
stays in the East, eventually, if he leaves Milwaukee, it's gonna hurt Milwaukee because he's gonna just.
he's gonna kill him. Now,
Gosh,
a guy. The last one of our last topics is DeAndre Ayton. His contract got bought out. He lost like 10 million, so he's gonna make like 25 mil from him and Jordan Clarkson. So I'll talk about both of them.
Clarkson,
I think Clarkson's gonna go to a contender who can use him.
he should.
Um,
I
if
mean,
I'm him, maybe like if Denver has like a little bit of change for me, like if it's like a 3, 4 million, why not?
but do you think Clarkson is gonna take a 4, 3, $5 million 1 year deal?
If it can help me, because maybe some teams have money next year for me. Because no one's ever gonna he, in my opinion, is not gonna get paid more than $12 million a year.
Who are you paying more, Luke Kennard or Jordan Clarkson?
That's a fair comparison. I probably play Clarkson more. Fair comparison.
So he should, to me, Clarkson should be getting at least that 10, 12 a year.
I think I'm not sure if Denver has that money anymore, but that's a guy that like if
That
as
would
a
help.
team I would go for.
That would
Um,
definitely help the Nuggets. Like him coming off the bench and it's like you're on your heels, and he's getting his 25 minutes a game.
yeah, I still know where else he could touch. Well, they just got Karis LeVert, but maybe ask the Pistons if they want some more help. But I think they have a lot of the same guys, a lot of the guards who can
Okay,
score.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I don't know where he can go. There's
What about
obviously
the
teams.
Bulls? The Bulls didn't really, other than they traded Alonzo.
The Bulls are still them and the Pelicans, which that's what I should have talked about. Hold on, that'd be the last thing we talk about the Pelicans. But DeAndre Ayton
What's going on with him? He got bought out.
got bought out. He did. We all know where he's going. To me, it's the most obvious place this guy's going to. I don't know how, and like, of course, I want this team to do well, but I don't know how they look up with this guy. How is DeAndre Ayton gonna go to the Lakers? He's just gonna go.
That's
He's just
crazy.
gonna waltz there because everyone knows the Lakers need a center.
They do.
He got bought out, but the Lakers can't pay him a lot. But once again,
Bought out though, so you got the bread up front. You get
thank
another
you,
little contract, so it's like it's subsidized.
right? You just get paid, do a 1 year, $15 million with the Lakers, and then just ball out. You have Luca.
What you
That
got?
LeBron has a $52 million contract. That contract is eventually going to go.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves will not be a Laker for long because he wants a bag.
Yeah, and he deserves it back because when I see the boy fanning off Luca, like I see Luca's in the corner, Austin is just tween. I'm just like, holy shit.
He wants it
Just
back.
2 years ago, he gets the ball, he sees Luca, bing,
Thank you.
swing.
He wants it back. So, and someone will pay him because he got underpaid for so long. He's gonna get paid now. He's gonna get overpaid, possibly.
Maybe,
Um,
maybe, because he's getting like he's averaging close like in 20 a game, 24 and 5, like Austin Reeves. That's
and
big.
like, if you look at all the teams that need a center, you know definitely that Aiton has to go there. Like
It
that's
just
where it's.
works for his career too because you're gonna get exposure. It's a big market. It's gonna be
Thank you.
seeing you,
It's
so
helped.
you're on showcase every game. So the better you play, the more your worth is, right?
Yeah, I think it's.
And I like Aiden. I always liked Aiden from Phoenix. It's just he just gets that bad rap touch, you know what I mean? But he's very agile. He has a soft touch. He's got a little mid range. He can
Yeah,
hit.
he gets the double doubles. Like he's
Like he's a good like third. If he's a third option on your team on a contending team, and then you have a bench,
yeah,
you're
he,
saying something because he can catch the lob. He could do all that rim run. He could do all
right.
that.
And then with the Lakers, he's like the fourth option,
Oh yeah,
right?
so that's even better. Less
Right.
pressure,
And
rebound.
ultimately, he could be the third option because LeBron's still 40. You tell LeBron to show up in the playoffs, he'll be there. But if you can just have Aiton play solid defense with Luca and everyone, then Jackson Hayes can be your bench, an energy bench guy.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could be good. It can actually be really good if they do something like that. Turian Prince signed a 2-year contract to 7 million to stay with Milwaukee. Just hearing this, that's where Jordan Clarkson should go. He should go to Milwaukee.
I like that. I like that. They need help over there. Yeah.
They just need help. Like
Yeah.
anyone who can score, come to Milwaukee. We'll willingly take you. We can't let Giannis score 50 a game every night. Anybody who wants to score can come. Um, yeah, the last thing I want to talk about was the Pelicans. Just want to talk about once again how dumb they are because they traded up to get Derek Queen, which I know you're a big fan of him. He's a solid player, but he's also a power forward. Who your best player is a power forward as
I
well.
go,
They cannot play together.
and he's gonna
They,
be coming off the bench.
so he's gonna come off the bench. They can't play together. And you traded your next year pick.
That's
That's not protected.
office. It's not protected. Who's in the office? This is I don't know what's going on.
Joe Dumars is in the office, and he actually is
And
known
I
for,
like Dumars. I like Joe Dumars.
but he's not a good GM. He's not.
I like this guy, but damn,
He makes
Dumars.
really bad picks. So you think about it. Okay, let's go down the West. OKC's the best team, right? Let's say Houston. So go OKC, Houston, Denver,
Yeah, yeah.
both LA teams, Clippers and Lakers,
We'll put Lakers before the Clippers. Okay.
right? Minnesota,
Oh shit.
um,
Dallas. We didn't say Dallas anywhere. Where's Dallas?
Dallas, that's seven. San Antonio, that's eighth. Okay. So that's eight teams already named. Grizzlies, nine,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh, let's go. The Blazers are trying to win games. I don't know. I think they're trying to win games.
It could be 10. It could be 10.
Let's name and this is not even, we're just naming teams. We just named 10 teams they have to compete with. We didn't even mention the Sacramento Kings. We have to mention them too, because if they
Oh,
keep their squad, they're going to try to compete.
yeah, yeah.
Phoenix Suns are going to try to compete. So Pelicans, where do you think you land?
14.
Come on, man. Only Utah is known that they're going to be bad.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Utah Pelicans.
Come on, man. Come on. What are you
They got
doing?
no pick next year. Holy shit. So
Now Atlanta has potential of getting a top 6 pick in a really good draft.
yeah, yeah. Atlanta's looking like this year could be okay for us. It's all good. Holy.
Let
That's
them let
crazy.
them fall to the number 1 overall pick.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The Pelicans are gonna be that bad and not have a pick next year is crazy to me.
Because
That's 2 seasons off the rip before this season started, looking like you're gonna be trash, looking like you're gonna be definitely 12th and under.
you're not better. Heck, you can be in the play-in. It doesn't matter. There's still 7 to 8 teams. You are not better than.
I don't think they're making a plane with that squad.
Yeah, no, they're
And
not.
if you make the plane, you're not gonna make it out of the plane.
Yeah, Zion literally would have to be out. of his body and mind to be that good.
He's not. He's not. That's like asking him to be hitting threes,
Thank you.
be
Thank you.
be hitting threes and be healthy.
And play defense.
Yeah, those three. That's not happening in one season yet for Zion. Hitting threes, be healthy.
Heck, the whole Pelicans team has to be healthy. That's not happening. That's not happening. So good luck to them. Good luck to them. Stupidity of the day. But that's really it. Anything else you want to chat about?
Man, I just have one thing to say. Fuck Joe Dumars. Damn. You're making good decisions on the court when you're playing, but damn.
And and we let go of Masai. And this is happening. We let go of Masai.
Yo, this
Crazy.
is yo, this that honestly, it hasn't hit me yet until it hasn't hit me yet. Like I know about it, but it hasn't hit me yet.
No, I hear you. I hear you. But that's it. A quick shout out to the WNBA who announced that they're gonna have more teams, no, three new teams. Cleveland in 2028, Detroit 2029 coming back, the Shock, and the Philadelphia team in 2030. They are
Ooh.
expanding. Shouts out to the WNBA. I love seeing the expansion. Now, like we said, don't expand too much because last thing you want is diminishing returns. But if you keep having stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, sky's the limit. Juju's coming
Brianna
soon.
Stewart, yo, Juju, holy.
He's coming soon.
Paige, Paige,
We just need more stars on that team. It'll be fun. I really do think so.
shout out
But
to the
like, comment,
Temple.
and subscribe. Sorry, go ahead.
Shout out to the Temple.
Right,
Got a
right.
nice
That
hoodie.
too.
They got you see the hoodie? They got a nice.
I gotta. We have Raptors. We have to buy some Temple stuff
I'm
too.
getting a temp, yo. Yes. Shout out
Gotta
to the
buy some
Temple.
Temple.
Gotta support.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk again. Peace.